welcome back everyone to Let's Play Eye of the Bird. Just kidding, The Last Door. With me, XelionGraves. Now, let's see if we can't get Father Ernest to let us through. Ooh, what has changed? What the? I know you are there. You didn't hear me? Get out of my room. Oh, drat. Despite being blind, he preserves good hearing. I must be more careful when moving. Oh. So maybe we were supposed to lose that because... Oh, he's back to praying again. I didn't do nothing. Murmur. Mumble. Do we have to, like, investigate stuff when he stops? The bird eye. Whoop. An old razor blade stained with blood. Delightful. Ooh, I can take it. Forgiveness is in the fire. Well, that's a razor blade, alright. Perfect for a shaver. Okay. Mumble. Okay. The walls are completely covered with crosses. A mentally ill act. Or a desperate one. Let's see. I want to go for the note, but I just want to get close first. Come on, turn around, buddy. Pray... Oh, jeez. Pray to your cough drop god. Eek! I ain't here. Okay, what has we? Dear God in heaven, I feel for you. Your light is in my eyes. I will burn them for you. Excuse me, I'm reading. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I feel myself in you. Your eyes are in my soul. I will burn it for you. Dear God in heaven, I fear myself in you. Your sword is in my hands. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I hate myself in you. My blame is in your heart. I will burn myself for you. Well, that's encouraging. Whoop. If we sneak up... Oh, don't bump into me. This is a stupid idea, but if we go to bump into him... Or not bump into him, to talk to him, like this? Yeah, he's just gonna kick us out of the room again. Okay. So, quite obviously, we either need to use the morphine on him, or the razor. Whoop. Good thing I chose the slow walk. Oof, I almost clicked there. That would have been bad. He'd have hurt us for sure. Okay, let's try the morphine, because that worked so phenomenally well in, what was it, Bunker 16. Excuse you. Stab him! Oh, okay, that does not work. Well, apparently we're just going to have to slit his throat? Maybe? No. Oh, fantastic. Wait, can I use the razor on the log? Using the wooden stump as a handle, I can use this to cut. Huh? What? Oh, he basically made a shiv. Okay. So I guess we use this on... No? Huh. Interesting. I know. I think I know anyway. I hope I know. Let's go back. and see about that tapestry. It was just too out of place not to be something. Maybe we just needed to sneak in there to get the note and the, razor. So now we can use the log. Ha-ha! Success! I did a thing. Okay. Go to memories. Hello, fellow Harry Potterans. And finally, our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah Devitt, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We've been looking for you. I've been, walking around, cutting things, stabbing people with needles, hitting people with logs. Well, as I was saying, tonight is the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect that someone outside our group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it, Anthony? Oh, that's Anthony! Mr. Beechworth. My dear friends, it's Professor Glenn! Do you mean Father Ernest? Certainly. No doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I have decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. Have you noticed the lounge behind the small door of the dining room? I have believed convenient to borrow the key for our necessities. You already know, at 12 o'clock, you will find that door opened and be inside the lounge. That's it, my dearest colleagues. Vedit neque scia. I have no idea. Oh, hello, dilapidation. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to steal your secrets again. I remember that in this furniture, we used to keep some of our personal belongings. Now, it is empty. The walls are in complete disarray. I could probably punch through it if I tried. Don't! It's bad to punch walls. Trust me, I know. Oh, what's this? I remember that this is the bed where I used to sleep when I was a student here. Comfy. Anything there? Well, don't just... there was a thing... Hey, wait a minute. I'm not done yet. Was ist das? Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest in a warm spring afternoon. Oh, how pleasant. It's going to turn diabolical, isn't it? Yep. When going through a bush, Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture, and Mrs. Snake, who were having a heated argument. Oh boy, natural predatories. Yeah, that red light was supposed to look like blood, wasn't it? Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, "Dearest, why are you arguing in this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon?" Because they're trying... Why can't I walk? What's going on? I can't... There. That was strange. I couldn't move. Mr. Wolf answered politely, "What we are trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up." Called it. I called it. Come on, keep a move on. Some of this floor is not able to be clicked on. It's really strange. Mr. Rabbit, who really scared, said, "But I don't want to be eaten. I want to live. I want to make 2 bajillion babies all the time." Oh my goodness, it's spilling down the banister. That is a banister, right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, it's spilling down and... oh, that's lovely. To which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, "That's impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later. Don't you think so?" Well, Mrs. Snake does dare have a point. Though not for myself, since I'm outside of life, but Mr. Rabbit, is there someone there? That looks a little bit suspicious. Mr. Vulture added, "Mrs. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It's getting late, and as you can see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest as the one to eat you?" Well, that's an interesting question, and quite a lot of furries would jump at the chance for answering. Anyway, I'm gonna approach the Shadow Man! Okay, that's even more obvious as a person. Sheesh. Shish kebab! After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea, and carefully said, "I got it! Why not to organize a race? The first who arrives to the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid any obstacle. And I'm sure that Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. I guess the competition is balanced. What do you think?" The music stopped for a second there. I was like, hey, wait a minute. Okay, you're not even trying to hide. You're freaking climbing the window. Come on there, dude. The three predators agreed that it was fair, and so they started the race, and they quickly disappeared. And Mr. Rabbit ran his fuzzy little butt off, didn't he? Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speed in the opposite direction of the predators who, eager to prove their worth, didn't realize the trick. Clever BunBun! Ah, then. He's still gonna meet a grisly end, because this is a horror game, and let's face facts here. Anybody else sneaking up on the windows? Mr. Rabbit was far away from there, and he finally felt safe, happy, and proud of his cunning, before suddenly there was a loud bang. The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. The end. Oh, holy frickety-frack! Hello, bunny buns! That's gonna chill up my spine. How's about I just go out the door, huh? Oh, they're looking at me. What? An impossible love? There is something I kept for myself for a long time. And the thing is that I love you. I have always loved you. Since the first time I saw you, since the first time I felt your frozen hands. Arg, alarm. Each time I move away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. I miss your rough hair, your grayish skin, your stench. But our love just can't be. Oh my. It's an impossible love. The end. I apologize for that. I couldn't exit out of the scene or I'd skip everything. Sorry. Quick, stop. No, please stop yelling at me. Stop. Anyway. No, not again. How long have I been sleeping? What was that all about? In the nightmare I found a place in my memories. Indeedy do, with bunny rabbits. A dusty mirror. Oh good, that is nothing. Anyway, we will continue this on in the next episode because I'm all out of time. My! We have the world of Dream inside this Jeremiah Devitt's head. How delightful. We should take another visit down there. A stroll through Dream is going to be one of the greatest nightmares I can ever give you. Tee hee hee. Anyway, this has been Let's Play The Last Devitt with me, XelionGraves, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later.